a great day when you're hanging around. Nothing's ever gonna bring me down. Good times are coming our way. Whenever, wherever, whatever today.
Today is going to be a great day. I am Nikki G, your host, and welcome to the Lone Doctrine. I am your weekly dose of constructive food for thought. This month, we're talking about being present, being more committed to our lives in the here and now. A lot of what is happening within us when we find ourselves living in the past or the future is resistance. Have you heard of the saying, you are your own worst enemy? Sometimes the resistance comes from within. Have you ever found yourself fighting the natural flow of life? Meaning, does it feel like you're constantly having to work harder and harder? Do you feel like you've had times in your life where everything seems to be falling apart? There's this assumption within many of us that struggle equals success, or no pain, no gain. I've started to explore the validity behind this idea. Is it really true? Of course, there are inevitable challenges, but like I've always said, it's not the circumstance, it's how you handle it. What if we could catch the wave or adjust our sails to the wind? What if this, metaphorically speaking, led us to the type of life we want to live? There have been times in my life where I've experienced that flow, and so have you. Even something as simple as a typical day where everything seemed to be working out just right is the flow. This flow is achieved by allowing what is to be, to release resistance. Let me share with you something from a book called The Sedona Method. Have you ever started a project really gung-ho and lost enthusiasm somewhere in the middle? That's resistance. It's one of the main things that stop us from having, doing, and being what we want in life. In fact, we often resist the things we really like and care about. And if someone tells us to do something, that is a surefire trigger for resistance. It may come up even if we would like to do what we're being told to do. Resistance can be self-sabotaging and counterproductive, and it's operating constantly because we live in a sea of shoulds and have-tos and must-dos and other imperatives. Anytime there is an imperative, it stirs up resistance. When you are told you should do something or have to do something, what do you feel inside? No way, don't tell me what to do. The exact same thing happens when you tell yourself what to do. If you say to yourself, you have to work on your bills, what happens? You probably respond, oh yeah? Or if you say to yourself, you'd better not do this anymore, perhaps referring to a habit you want to break, you may find yourself doing whatever it is even more. That's just the nature of our minds. We simply do not like being told what to do. Yet, we are continually shooting on ourselves and then wondering why we are not having fun and why things aren't getting done. Here's a great quote, because I feel quotes are little pieces of food for thought. Most of the shadows of this life are caused by our standing in our own sunshine. Resistance is constantly getting in the way, but all we have to do is step aside. It's time to live in the mindset of possibilities, not unknown probabilities. The what if or shoulda wouldas are resistance coming against you. You need to start taking action. The next time you feel resistance, try these few things in order to lift the weight and create the movement forward that you deserve. I've said this over and over, but it's so important to be honest with yourself. If you aren't, who will be? The moment we become honest in how we feel, how we think, and become accountable for all things you, that in itself creates the momentum forward. Ask yourself these questions. Am I thinking in lack? Am I limiting myself? Am I making excuses? Am I welcoming resistance because it's comfortable? From there, you may experience more questions. be non-judgmental and really dig to the root. These things may be difficult to admit to at first, but that's one step closer in realizing the opportunities that are ahead of you. The unfortunate truth is most of the world will be judging you. It is what it is, but you can become your best advocate without judgment. True love walks in while everything else walks out. Be the one who walks in for yourself. That will create a door that is open for true love to enter in many facets of your life. It will take away the resistance, and by taking away resistance, you allow yourself to receive. Standing in our own way isn't always easy to recognize. I know it wasn't for me. And some of the discoveries I found were specific aspects of my life and not my life on the whole. So I encourage you to dig deep. Find the places and even make a list of things that you may be having a challenge with. It could be daily tasks, things you have to do, or bigger things such as life goals, dreams, desires, etc. When you stop resisting, sometimes you have to just face the music. Some of these things may make you feel sad, depressed, angry, frustrated, but that's the first step in letting go and becoming more present. Being here and now doesn't mean you have to be in this state of constant zen. It's allowing yourself the truth and then moving through. Resistance wants to keep you stuck, to replay the hurt, the pain, the doubt, the lack, the fear. You automatically diffuse resistance by just being. Make a list, allow yourself to feel, and then start the process of releasing resistance and letting go. Stay steady in the pursuit. There is no finish line when it comes to your well-being. You deserve to live an awesome life each and every day. So let go. Be more present because all we have is now. Throughout the podcast, I mentioned different books, pieces, and food for thoughts that I hope will inspire you. The world is full of so much food for thought. And as I share my book studies with you, I hope that you'll take a step further and check out the books that really resonate with you in your life. Now, you might be thinking, who has time to read? As a Lone Doctrine listener, you can get a free trial to Audibles. Audibles through Amazon provides thousands of books at the tip of your finger. It's great, especially for me, because I'm always on the go. I can listen on a walk, in the car, exercising, traveling. I highly recommend checking it out. Just go to lonedoctrine.com, and in the goodies section, you can sign up for a free trial. It's very user-friendly, and there's no obligation. Try it out, and I guarantee you'll be stoked. And how awesome is it to have stories upon stories right at your fingertips? Remember, resistance can be the very obstacle standing between you and what you want in your life. It's time to let it go and welcome the benefits of life without resistance. Until next time, keep fighting the good fight.
It's a